It began with Lex Luthor's voice. "I want you to close your mind," he said, "and imagine the world as you know it. Earth, bright, beautiful, whole. Remember the feeling when you looked up at the sky, when you walked through your city, when you dreamed of tomorrow and believed it would come. The Hall of Justice gleamed in the sunlight. Heroes stood tall. The world felt safe. Hold those memories close," Lex whispered, "because that's all that remains of the world that was." Now, he stood upon the shattered moon, staring down at the broken earth below. Flames licked across continents. The air itself seemed to scream. Who could have expected how quickly it would all fall apart? Who but me? His words were spoken to someone unseen, a shadow just outside the frame. "It started on an ordinary day," Lex said. "Billions of people, lost in routine, work, family, worry. They never saw it coming. The skies turned purple. Lightning crackled in shapes no storm had ever made. And still, people trusted their heroes to fix it. But the truth? Earth's greatest defenders were gone. The Justice League was off-world, locked in battle with Perpetua, the mother of all creation, and they were losing. So when the sky finally broke open, no one was left to protect the Earth. They came like locusts from another reality, the Dark Multiverse. An army of twisted Batmen, each one born from Bruce Wayne's worst fears. A Batman with Doomsday's bones, a Batman who had slain the gods, a Batman who wielded dark magic, and one who had conquered the anti-life itself. Leading them all, the Batman who laughs. Each one a reflection of our Batman's genius, Lex said, but stripped of his humanity. The first to fall was Captain Atom, detonated like a bomb, taking half the West Coast with him. Then came Themyscira, turned into a burning wasteland when the Batmage ripped open hell itself. Zatanna and the world's magicians vanished in a storm of black fire. The Titans stood against Darkfather, the Batman who had conquered Darkseid, but they were erased beneath his Omega beams. Even the Suicide Squad made one last stand beneath the ocean, where the monstrous Baphomet rose from the depths to consume them whole. One by one, every kingdom of man and God fell. When the Justice League finally returned, the world was already dying. Wonder Woman was broken from her battle with Perpetua. Superman's hope had dimmed, and Batman's eyes said what none of them dared to admit. They wore failure on their faces, and that was their fatal mistake. They split up, trying to defend their own corners of the world, and the Batmen were ready. Each League member was met by a Batman who had studied their every weakness. Martian Manhunter, burned alive. Green Lantern, crushed by a Batman who wielded the yellow light of fear. Hawkgirl, cut down in the sky she once ruled. Batman himself ran through the ruins of Gotham, hunted by 20 dark reflections. The Flash saved him, and together they called for a final stand. But by then, it was already too late. Superman was the last. Captured by Darkfather, his body chained to a new artificial sun, turned into a living battery, his power feeding the new world. When Aquaman saw Atlantis crushed beneath Baphomet, he surrendered. When Wonder Woman saw Themyscira burn, she did the same. And so, in the end, Earth knelt. "It took only 1 week," Lex said quietly. 1 week for everything we knew to end. The Batman who laughs took the throne of the world. With Perpetua's power, he reshaped the continents into his own twisted symbol. Earth itself became a giant bat. Humanity was enslaved. Those who served evil became monsters. Those who stood with the heroes were crucified upon machines that drained their lives to feed Perpetua's hunger. The surviving heroes were imprisoned on a new apocalypse, trapped between death and eternal torment. Even the villains weren't spared, cast into a hell forged from the ashes of Themyscira, with Wonder Woman as their warden. "This," Lex murmured, staring at the burning planet, "is what remains of Earth, a nightmare of my own making." While the world burned, Lex stood amid the ruins of Metropolis, beneath the fallen Daily Planet sphere, ash drifting like dying snow. That was when the Batmen surrounded him. The Batmage stepped forward, sneering. "To be fair," he said, "it's been a long time coming, Luthor." Lex closed his journal with a calm, deliberate motion. "This book contains what is," he said softly, "but also what's been forgotten, and buried inside it is the truth." He knew he couldn't win. Not here, not now. So he fled, escaping with only his life and his secrets. Another day, another chance. And then the story returned to where it began, on the shattered moon, where Lex told it all to the one man reckless enough to listen. "This ain't my world," Lobo grunted. "Don't care what happens to it, but for what you're paying me, yeah, I'll play along." Lex turned toward him, eyes burning with purpose. "You'll find the last pieces of death metal before the Batman who laughs finds us. The Hall of Doom can't hide us forever." He looked once more toward the burning Earth. "As for me," he said, "it's time I gathered my own forces again." Lobo smirked. "And what forces would those be, boss?" Lex Luthor smiled faintly. "My Legion. If you enjoyed this story, please hit subscribe. I'm doing all of this on my phone, and it's exhausting.